The following program contains products that some viewers may find amazing. Viewer participation and supporting of local businesses is strongly advised.
Ottawa, welcome back, and I say welcome back because this is the third edition of Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers in collaboration with the wonderful Catherine Landry and her SheShopsLocal.ca. We are back because you wanted more. You said to us, Catherine, Derek, Roger's team, we need more local women-owned businesses. Well, we are here to deliver, and I'm going to start off with our first guest who's just brought an absolutely beautiful display along with her. Her name is Crystal Hill. She is the owner and designer of Floral Envy, Inc. Crystal, great to have you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Your second time on television.
Yes.
Both of them with Rogers TV because
Yes.
you know we're the best.
That's right.
Right? That's why you decided to come back.
Yep.
This is a great story because you started back in high school. We won't say how many years ago. Back in high school
Yep.
as a co-op student. So take
Yes.
me back to that time and how you fell in love with this industry.
Yeah, so growing up, I'll date myself, but growing up you had books that you checked off if you wanted to be an astronaut or a florist or a veterinarian or whatever. And growing up, I always clicked off a florist or veterinarian. So in high school, I took a co-op program and I chose one of those two. And I got into a flower shop, and that's what I've been doing for 30 years.
Yeah, what did you like about it? What attracted you to it?
The creativity, so the art aspect of it, and that you get to help people. So it was those two, the combination of.
Yeah, and you describe it, you like to help people express themselves.
Yes.
So how do you go about doing that when it comes to floral arrangements? And you don't just do floral, we'll get to some of this beautiful
Yep.
stuff, and you'll explain our showstopper, because I should remind everybody, the showstoppers throughout the entire show will be on the bottom of the screen, so keep an eye on that. So yeah, tell me a little bit about how you help people express themselves.
So when people tend to buy flowers, they're not buying flowers. They're buying a way to express an emotion. So if they're buying sympathy flowers, they're expressing condolences. If they're buying flowers for someone who had a new baby, it's congratulations. So it's the product that I have to then interpret what they're feeling and deliver that to the recipient.
Yeah, it must be so satisfying,
Yes.
right? It's one of those jobs that's incredibly fulfilling. And let's talk a little bit about Floral Envy. So how did that come about?
So actually, 2 years ago, I competed in a competition here at Bayshore, and I created a mermaid display that was like as tall as me, 5 feet tall.
Okay.
And that was called Shoe Envy, because the concept for the mermaid was that she couldn't wear shoes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah, so that was the whole thing. I was managing a shop for 20 years, and that closed rather suddenly. So I had to pivot and reinvent myself. And I've been doing this for almost 30 years. I'm like, well, I'm going to keep doing it. So I started my own company, and Floral Envy was born.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's talk about what you offer your clients at Floral Envy. So walk us through. Let's start on the far left here, because this is the one that caught my eye right away. I've been asking you about the beautiful flowers that you've got in this arrangement.
Yeah, so this one is considered like a high style arrangement. So this is one of the ones that I pride myself on. That's kind of my style, what I like to do. So this has branches. When in doubt, add more branches is my thing. So orchids, cymbidium orchids, miniature cymbidium orchids, roses, pine cones, holly. So it's just something really different, not your traditional Christmas centerpiece.
Yeah, and you can tell your creativity just by this one piece alone. And then let's move on, because this is our showstopper, right? This is our holly jolly fresh flower arrangement. Tell me about it.
This one's really cute. So it comes in a festive red container, carnations, which last a long time. Once they die, you can pull those out and you'll still have the Christmas greens for weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's really nice. Has the holly, dogwood branches, pine cones, and the baubles. Make it really festive.
Very nice.
Smells amazing.
And so not just flowers, you also sell different products. So how do you source the various products that you offer?
I try to do as much local as I can.
Okay.
So I work with different local companies. True Bee Honey is one of my suppliers.
Okay.
So Emily.
Nice.
I have local jams out of Marmora, chocolate out of Stratford, Rogers chocolate out of BC, The spa product is out of BC as well. That's Barefoot Venus. It's all natural product.
So I imagine you customize then for each client, right? Because you can do a mix of a variety of different things that you offer.
Yeah, so everything I make, flowers and gift baskets, are custom made by me for price point and recipient. So someone is a gluten-free person, I do have a gluten-free product as well that we can accommodate.
Very nice. Well, let's move back to some of the arrangements, because I noticed you got a couple of gifts here. This one really screams the holidays and Christmas to me.
Yes, so this is my Whoville-inspired arrangement.
Nice.
So it has the Christmas greens, some funky Christmas packages, the ball, and these are Gerber. It's a new variety of Gerber. It's really kind of fun. And then it comes with the lights, and then they're in a little Santa sack, so it makes it convenient for people.
Very nice. And tell me a little bit about this one here.
So not everybody celebrates Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
So some people celebrate Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa, winter solstice, you name it.
Yeah, so this is more of a wintry type arrangement. So, and I love blue and I love tulips. Tulips start coming in October.
Oh, really?
And they end in May. Yeah, so they're coming in from Holland. So tulips I love. So I love working with those. So with the pine and the white branches and the blue is kind of more of a winter.
Yeah, which is great, because then you can keep that sort of fresh flower look throughout the entire season, right? Because I think people sometimes forget that fresh flowers are still around. Yes. Doesn't matter what time, right?
And it's amazing how when someone receives flowers, how it can be such an emotional connection to them.
Well, and during this time as well, who doesn't want to, and just because, right? That's what I think the best part of, floral arrangements and even plants and that kind of thing. That's one of those gifts that you can give just because. You don't have to have a reason to give it.
And typically people don't buy flowers for themselves. So it's an amazing gift to send and to receive.
I imagine you're doing online ordering and by phone as well. And whereabouts do you deliver in the Ottawa region?
So all of Ottawa, so Ottawa, Nepean, Stittsville, Canada, Riverside South, Gloucester, Orleans, so a wide range of areas.
Terrific.
Yeah.
I want to remind everyone we're here at Alpha Art Gallery. If you've never been, it's a beautiful space. You were saying you're coming back.
Definitely.
Because you hadn't visited before and you're just blown away. It's beautiful art, so if you have somebody on your list that's an art lover, this is a great place to go. And a reminder, our showstopper is called the Holly Jolly Fresh Flower Arrangement. It is, of course, available at SheShopsLocal.ca. That's where you can find all of our showstoppers. We'll have them at the bottom of the screen throughout the show. In the meantime, you're probably looking for a little entertainment. Well, who better than one of Canada's best artists? We have Tyler Keely for you. Tyler, take it away.
I put you on my list this year for Christmas. There's nothing I want to get, I just want to get back in your arms. And I put you on my list this year for Christmas. I'm throwing my wants aside, 'cause when I look inside, it's you that I'm needing. Oh, I know it's only a wish. Oh, I know it's only a wish. Oh, I know it's only a wish. But it's the best I could do, 'cause I'd hope that you wish for me too. All of the boys and girls writing their letters, it's Santa they send them to, but this one's to you. I've been good, but with you I'd be better, and I find it hard to sleep. But when I slip into dreamland, I can see us, we're growing old, and even in the cold we'll be warm. Let our love warm the weather. Oh, I know it's only a wish. Oh, I know it's only a wish. Oh, I know it's only a wish. But it's the best I could do, 'cause I'd hope you wish for me too.
Just a reminder, we're in this beautiful space at the Alpha Art Gallery located on Sussex, right in the heart of the Byward Market. And of course, you are watching Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers. Again, those Showstoppers will be at the bottom of your screen, and you're going to head over to SheShopsLocal.ca. Of course, this is in collaboration with Catherine Landry and her SheShopsLocal.ca. Great show for you. Our next guest, well, she's got her hands in a few things. We are joined by Amanda Watson. Amanda, great to see you after all these years.
Yes, nice to see you too, Derek.
And you've been busy.
Very busy.
Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
You have a few businesses. You have a spa, you have a cafe, and now the original Navan Market also added to your resume. So let's first of all talk about the spa and the cafe and how they came to be, because I remember being at the grand opening, as a matter of fact.
So I moved the spa 6 years ago to Navan, which was when we kind of first met. Since then, it's grown quite a bit. I've opened the cafe, which just came in August. The spa, we're still doing all the great things we've always done, so supporting local businesses as much as possible.
Right.
Lots of different services, aesthetic services. We have a registered massage therapist. I have a nutrition expert that works with us now. So it's come a long way in the last 6 years.
And why the cafe idea as well?
So the cafe was something actually, when I first opened the spa, the town of Navan had kind of been asking me for one for a while.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of just an element that was missing in Navan. So it took me like 6 years to get there, but I got there, and we opened it in the middle of a pandemic. So it was an interesting thing to try and accomplish.
Always challenging to open a business, but doing it during a pandemic, even more challenging, I imagine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think having the basis of the spa and building up the trust and confidence in the town beforehand, I think played a big role in the cafe now being successful, because everyone already knows who we are and what we offer. So yeah, it's worked really well for us so far.
And the original Navan Market, this is something really exciting because you know everybody loved that market. And how did you get involved?
So I'm the founder of the market.
Yeah.
So I started it back in 2015. We started it actually just in the parking lot of the spa.
Okay.
And in the hall across the street. So it was very small scale at the time. You know, you're talking anywhere from 15 to 30 vendors. And it was always the dream of mine to move it over to the Navan Fairgrounds. So that was kind of my end goal and where I wanted to end up with it. A few years ago, I brought on a market manager, Maria Hill, so she works with me now. So last year, pre-pandemic, we decided we were going to make the move to the fairgrounds.
Okay.
Then, of course, the pandemic happened, so threw everything for a loop. And we decided, you know what, we're just going to go for it anyways and make it happen, because we knew that we could do it safely and still have everybody have trust in us and have a really good time. So we were the first market in Ottawa to open after the pandemic, and everything kind of opened back up. So we kind of set the bar a little bit for everyone to know that it can be done in a safe manner.
How to do it safely, how to do it properly with, you know, the proper health and safety protocols.
Yeah.
But what's your long-term vision? Where do you see the market going?
So, I mean, this year, it obviously blew up a whole lot more than what we were anticipating.
Which is great news.
Yeah, which was fantastic. So we run it once a month. This year it was July to November. Our last market saw 167 vendors.
Wow.
So we're the biggest market in Ottawa and surrounding area right now. So lots of local support, which is really great. Future for the market post-pandemic, because we're on the fairgrounds, we have access to like a stage, so we'd love to have, you know, bands come and play. We have the Capital Cowgirls horse team, which we've been in contact with a bit to have them kind of come and do shows and stuff like that. We've got knocker balls, so we want to have like knocker ball tournaments and like, so all that kind of stuff to make it more of like really a family fun interaction for the whole day for people to come
not
to.
only bringing that community together, but the surrounding communities to come and enjoy. Because it's such a unique experience to be in a, you know, a place like Navan. It's such a beautiful spot. Well, let's talk about what you brought along with you here today. Walk me through it.
Sure. So I just brought some of the stuff that we have and use in the spa and the cafes. So this is our skincare line that we carry, which is Diego de la Palma. We have different kind of trinkets for sale in our retail area. So we carry like different moisturizers. We carry creative nail design for our nail polish and shellac application. So this is their holiday collection.
Okay.
So lots of local support and love.
Yeah, I know that's important to you.
Yeah, so I'm like a huge supporter of local businesses, which I think is where Catherine and I really connect as well. We share that love. So I try and carry as many local products for sale in my retail space as possible. So undercarriage, as we were just speaking about, which
who's
is
been on
like
Showstoppers.
an amazing
Yeah.
product. Billy Bee Honey is one of my vendors at the market, so we have a bunch of her stuff in there. This is Mandy Pohl, who does Wicked Wicks. So she has all these
yes, I'm familiar
beautiful
with her. Yeah.
soy candles in these vintage glasses.
Nice.
And then we've got Dude Candy over there, which is from Rob Dog Sauces.
Okay.
And that's a barbecue sauce from Junior and the kids. So he joined us this year for the market as well, and his barbecue sauces are delicious.
Nice.
And then, so I just brought this is the coffee that we use. We have some loose leaf teas in the cafe, so we make a whole bunch of really unique drinks.
Right.
So this is some of the teas that we use. And then our cups and bags, you can see they all have little quotes on the front of them.
Oh,
So we hand write quotes on all of our cups and our bags. So things that are inspirational or things that are silly, just to brighten up somebody's day
That's
a little
great.
bit
I
more.
love that idea.
Yeah,
Well,
thank
I
you.
mentioned, this show's called Showstoppers, and your Showstopper, you've got a great gift certificate special that you have.
Yeah.
Specifically, people can find it at SheShopsLocal.ca.
Yes,
correct?
absolutely.
One other thing I wanted to mention is the Canadian Association of Fairs and Exhibitions reached out to you.
Yeah.
That's a really big deal.
Yeah,
Amanda.
yeah, it was a pretty big deal. So they just sent us an email just kind of saying that they wanted us to give them an idea of what we did to run the market safely, so that we could help them accomplish opening fairs and exhibitions in 2021 across Canada.
Wow.
So yeah, we were pretty honored to get that, and that the fact that the word of the market has spread so far, I think was a pretty huge accomplishment this year, and I'm
Yeah.
honestly very proud of it.
You
So,
should be.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
when I read it, I was like, wow, that's a huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
So congratulations
Thank
to
you
yourself
so
and your
much.
team. I know
Thank
you
you.
have a team around you
Yes,
as well.
absolutely.
So big
Couldn't do this
congratulations.
without my amazing team.
People can find you at countrymomentspa.ca, right?
Yes,
That's the best
absolutely.
place for people to find you.
Yeah.
And again, our Showstopper is a very special gift card deal that you can find at SheShopsLocal.ca. If you missed some of our other Showstoppers, they're scrolling along the bottom of your screen, so keep an eye out for those. And let's head over to Tyler Keely for a little bit more entertainment.
Only love can do. Only love can do magic like that. Only love can do. Only love can do magic like that. I often wonder what you see in me. Must be the kind of thing that my reflection just don't reveal. I think about it and I wonder why. Must be the kind of thing the mirrors don't reveal to my eyes. Only love can do. Only love can do magic like that. Only love can do. Only love can do magic like that. I've given up on why or even how. It's hard to place it, I don't think that I can figure it out. It's no illusion, no trick up your sleeve. It's just the kind of thing they do that make me really believe. Only love can do. Only love can do magic like that. Only love can do. Only love can do magic like that.
Here we are in this beautiful space, the Alpha Art Gallery down on Sussex, right in the heart of the Byward Market. I encourage you to come on down and have a look. Well, I am so pleased to introduce our next guest, and I've just been enjoying everything that she's brought along here, and you're going to enjoy it too. A reminder, all our Showstoppers will be at the bottom of the screen because you are watching Operation Support Local present Showstoppers in collaboration with Catherine Landry and her wonderful SheShopsLocal.ca. That's where you're going to go for all of our Showstoppers. And I am joined by Marissa McTasney. She is the owner of Moxie Trades. Marissa, welcome to the show.
Thank
Great
you
to
so
have
much.
You here.
Thank
It's
you
a
for
pleasure.
having
So,
me.
tell me about Moxie Trades and what was the inspiration behind this?
Well, I took a course for women in construction, and part of that program, they provided you with a voucher to go and buy work boots.
Okay.
We all bought men's work boots. And so
I'm not surprised. I told you that my wife and I just went shopping for some like a month ago, and she had the hardest time finding, like they literally in the entire store had one set.
Yes.
That's all you could choose from.
And that's typically how it is and how it's been for the last, I've been doing this for 15 years.
Okay.
And for the last 15 years, we've also had a shortage of skilled trades workers.
Right.
So at the same time, the government is promoting skilled trades for youth and women. And so I was part of that initiative and took that course and bought men's work boots and said, you know, I'm kind of girly,
Right.
you know, do you have any pink work boots? And it's really funny, but the lady at the store said I get asked all the time. So through not a lot of
Light
research,
bulb.
a little bit of
Yeah.
research, you know, and people think that I invented the pink work boot. It's a work boot, it's CSA, everything here is CSA.
Okay.
Finding good factories is possible through CSA, and we now have a whole selection of footwear. So today I just brought work boots because
Right.
it's December,
Yes.
and so we'll probably be in boots more than shoes, but we have a whole selection.
Well, let's walk
For
through. I
women.
mean, I think
Absolutely.
it's amazing, just like right away, just the colors and the textures, and they're really cool because some of them serve a different purpose as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
So
let's talk
I've
about
brought
that.
all of our work boots today. These are all waterproof.
Okay.
So in our climate and in the different environments that women are working in, that's very helpful. So we have our hikers, we have our pull-ons, the Chelsea boot, those are new, and we have these in the pink, the olive, as well as the red. This
Okay.
is like my favorite, it's like the Canadian red.
Nice.
And we have the hikers, so it just fits and feels a little bit more different.
Right.
And then we've recently come out with our Met Guard. So for women that are working in the mining industry or heavy construction, manufacturing, this offers a little further protection.
Yeah, tell me about that, because you were saying, you know, if something happened to fall, because I think we all think of the steel-toed boots, but this has even more protection, right?
Yes,
This-
so it's called a metatarsal guard. So if anything impacts you, the XRD pad in here actually hardens and protects
So
your
the
foot.
tongue itself hardens and
Absolutely.
protects you.
Yes.
That's amazing. And we're seeing a lot of other different things that you offer your clients as well. What else have you got on the table
Well,
here?
for this season, one of the things that was really important to me is to help work with other women-owned businesses.
Right.
So I was here 3 or 4 weeks ago working with other women, and we said, why don't we put together a Moxie box? So we have 5 boxes that we're doing this season,
Okay.
featuring other women's products.
So what's a Moxie box? What can I find in one?
They're all different,
Okay.
and there's always little surprises.
Okay,
So,
I like it.
So everything that we're going to be throwing in the box isn't even here because women are offering me more products that they'd like to put in. The important thing is too, I am not asking women for product for free.
Right.
So whatever they are selling the product for, we are paying for that in the box. So it's not
Gotcha.
a marketing box, it's actually supporting women-owned businesses.
Fantastic.
And there's no gifting a free product.
Right.
So we have, so in all the boxes, there's work boots for sure.
Right.
Some you're gonna have socks, gloves. There are matching face masks. So this,
This is great.
who knew this would ever excite me?
Where do you get the?
But
I like
it
the little
real-
logo on them.
Yep, these are all made in Canada, locally.
Okay.
And so yes, they all match the work boots. Like this just, it excites me. Who
I
knew?
can tell.
Who
I love
knew?
it.
Yeah. See, so we have, you know, the olive and the green. The mask is reversible, olive and
Nice.
the green, you know, because we want to be safe, but it doesn't take away all of our feminine qualities.
Right.
And I like to look nice. I want to
Of
feel
course,
good.
yeah.
I want to feel good while I'm, you know, building stuff.
And when you feel good, you actually you work better.
You're more
Right?
creative, you're more productive.
You're more productive. Before we run out of time, I want to make sure we
Absolutely.
get to your showstopper. This is the
Yes.
Dream Big Box. Tell me about this.
Absolutely. So the business was started on the pink work boot. Without the pink work boot,
You're
I wouldn't be
nothing.
in business.
You wouldn't be here
I wouldn't
today.
be in business.
Okay.
It's that 180 statement that launched our company. So we've got the work boot. We have a Raglan shirt, a Moxie Trades Raglan shirt.
Okay.
We have the Type 2 hard hat, so with the ratchet, which is a really comfortable feature.
Right.
Face mask, the mug. We're featuring Linda Aesthetics products. It's a new makeup line that's
Okay.
launching in Canada. So Linda, we've got the bronzer, a BB cream, and also the Dream lipstick.
Fantastic.
And we're wrapping everything as well. So
Right.
when you get it, you really just have to open the carton and give your gift, and it will look beautiful for you on Christmas Day.
Now, I
You can
noticed-
customize as well.
Yeah, I noticed some bath bombs here, and what are they? Some.
These are the Himalayan salt rocks,
Okay.
so they promote purity and health. So we have these from My Soul Nutrition, along with some teas, as well as some bracelets from Aura Drops, which are like a healing bracelet with, further stone
You
qualities.
thought of everything.
We
This
tried,
is a great
like-
idea. So if there's a woman watching right now who owns a business and wants to, partner up with you, what's the best way to
Absolutely.
get in touch with you?
Just look at moxietrades.ca. You can
Okay.
hit the email, and that's it.
And
It's
that's the
pretty
best
simple.
place, I imagine, for people to go as well if they're interested in purchasing any of your products and your
All the
and your
products and all the
boxes.
products that I have from other women-owned businesses are also up on our marketplace.
Fantastic. Well, I want to remind everybody, our showstopper, it is the Dream Big Box, and it all started right here with this pink boot. This is an amazing, absolutely amazing showstopper. Again, head over to SheShopsLocal.ca. That's where all of our showstoppers, you can find each and every one of them. And if you happen to just join us, mid-show and you're wondering, what were the other showstoppers? We'll have them at the bottom of your screen, so keep looking at that. I'm going to head over. We've been listening to Tyler Keely perform for us between each of these businesses. Let's head over and find out what he's been up to. We've been enjoying the sweet sounds of Tyler Keely, so I thought, why not catch up with him, see how he's doing. How are you, Tyler?
Good. It's been a while. Thanks for having me on.
It's a pleasure. It's so
Yeah.
great to see you in person, too, of
Imagine
course.
two people talking to each other.
I know, it's so nice. I wanted to talk to you, you've got a young family. How does the Keely family celebrate the holidays?
I think it's going to be different. Obviously, we have a big Irish family that usually gets together in a tiny little home up on the Gatineau side. But
Okay.
this year we're going to have to do stuff virtually and just say hi to people and just do some phone calling and Zoom chats and But as long as there's some kind of attempt to connect and with people, extend family, I think we'll have a good one.
Yeah. Is it like comedians, where, if you're a comedian and you're a family member, everyone's like, be funny.
Yeah.
Entertain us also. Are you like the go-to guy at the holidays?
So the piano, go around
Yeah.
the piano. You know what? Thankfully, I have other musical aunts, uncles, and cousins, so we can share that responsibility. So I can jam or I can sneak away, for a drink somewhere. But yeah, that's my family. That's what's happening with us.
Well, you mentioned different times. We're living in different times,
Yeah.
and that inspired you to write your latest single. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so when the pandemic really hit at first, I was in Costa Rica on vacation with my family, and we had to come back in quarantine. So everything I was experiencing, was through a window and watching people and listening to the news. And so I started trying to find the angle of the obvious negative stuff is going on and trying to find that angle of the good community things that are happening. So I ended up writing this song called Silver Lining.
Will you play a little bit of that for us?
Absolutely,
All
thank
right.
you.
Thanks, Tyler.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I wanna hold you, get through to you somehow. And have I told you how much you mean right now? I wish you could hold me, feel the touch of my fingertips. 'Cause nobody told me that there would be days like this. You put your hand on the window pane and we talked through the glass a while. You made a joke and I laughed. You were 6 feet back, but close enough to catch a smile. In the hands of humanity, there's an effort combining. We could win this one if we could follow the sun in the silver lining. 'Cause love is contagious. It cleanses and quarantines. It broke through our cages, our tablets and TV screens. And love's gonna save us. It penetrates everything. It will through the ages and whatever tomorrow brings. So give the people a front row seat and play all of their favorite kids as I watched, and I wish you could hear us sing along. Pouring out of the messages, every emoji was smiling. With a glass half full, you were filling my soul with the silver lining.
The following program contains products that some viewers may find amazing. Viewer participation and supporting of local businesses is strongly advised.
All right, all right, all right. We are back with Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers in collaboration with Catherine Landry and, of course, SheShopsLocal.ca. And if you are looking for something unique, something really special over the holiday season, our next guest has just what you're looking for, and I love the name of the business. It is Full of Beans Party Rentals, and I am joined by Jen Putman, owner, designer. You do a little bit of everything there, Jen.
Yep.
Welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You've changed over the years things that you do through the business and so forth. But take me back when you started the business Full of Beans. What was the inspiration behind it?
Well, it was originally just supposed to be a small business for a little bit of extra money when I was pregnant.
Okay.
And then somehow it expanded into a full-time job for both me and my husband.
That's how it often starts, right? For a
Yeah.
lot of business. So what were you doing in the beginning then, as sort of your side gig? What were you doing at the beginning?
Well, we started out with bouncy castles.
Okay.
So we bought one or two and thought, well, we'll just rent them out on weekends residentially. And then it expanded into commercial events and into tents, as well as fun food like cotton candy, popcorn, that kind of thing. And eventually moved into the balloons because it seemed to fit.
Yeah, of course, right?
You know,
Because you're putting
everybody-
on bigger events, and people that are putting in together any kind of event, balloons are a big part of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, tell me about the balloon side of things and just the success that you've had with the balloons and how unique that is.
Well, the balloons started out just as something that I was interested in trying because I saw so many cool designs out there that I really wanted to try.
Right.
And then we didn't really start pushing it until COVID happened,
Okay.
though, because people were so interested in getting gifts for their loved ones for birthdays or other events that they could put on the lawn.
Oh, that makes
So-
sense. Yeah.
So these ones here are, very popular. People get them at the numbers for birthdays.
Right.
And generally they come on stakes, and we stake them in the lawn.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So, yeah.
So it's a great surprise. You probably go early in the morning to a lot of these to drop them off, and when somebody wakes up in the morning, they're waiting for them, or after work, right? They're waiting for them when they arrive home.
Exactly. They have a fabulous surprise when they get home.
Excellent. And you were telling me one of the more popular things too is such as the flower you have in your hair, and we have some on display here as well, right? That's one of your more popular items you're seeing.
Yeah, everybody loves the hand-twisted flowers, as well as it's something that you can't just go to Party City and buy.
Right.
So it's a little bit different, so everybody loves that.
Well, and everyone also loves the fact that you do it for them.
Yeah.
But you also have do you have DIY kits where people can sort of do it from home, and that you can help them like sort of walk through it? How does that work?
I do. Anything that you see on our website or on our Instagram can be made into a DIY kit.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily have them up listed right now, but if you're interested in anything, then I can make it for you.
I love it. Well, let's talk about your showstopper, because this show is called Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers, and I think, nothing against the rest of the guests we've had on the show, but this could be the most impressive showstopper I've seen so far.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about it. What do we have over here?
Well, we have our Christmas tree. So this is an organic Christmas tree, which means that there are different sizes of balloons mixed in there,
Okay.
as well as our Christmas gifts at the front here. And all of this can come in any color that you're looking for.
Okay.
So if you want a bright pink Christmas tree, you can make it bright pink or whatever color you want. We also have a slightly simpler version, which is just your basic, which is the picture that's actually on Catherine's website.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more, it doesn't have all of the little bundles of balloons mixed in. It just is a sort of more of a straight Christmas tree.
Right.
But again, any color you want to make it, it'll.
It's so
just
impressive.
let me
Like,
know.
how long would it take you to make something like this?
Well, if you're new to it, it will probably take you quite a while.
No, but you're a pro now, right? So this took you, for instance, how long?
Well, just the basic one takes maybe half an hour. Adding in the extra little balloons, you have to be a little bit more picky about it. So I'd say maybe an hour to get that all together.
Wow, that's a lot of work.
Oh, yeah, people don't realize how much work actually goes into it. So.
Is this sort of an environmentally friendly option? Because that's one thing that sticks in people's minds when it comes to balloons for the holiday season. You would recommend this, right?
Yeah, I would. For anybody who doesn't have a lot of room for storage to keep trees, or if they don't want to cut down a tree that's already growing, this is a good option. It's the balloons are 100% biodegradable.
Oh, really? Okay.
They are, and
they've come a long way, obviously.
yeah, they have. I know it's a myth that it's not good for the environment. So they come from rubber trees, which are the way it's harvested doesn't harm the trees at all.
Okay.
So they have millions of these trees planted, which are helping with the environment because of removing the carbon dioxide from the environment and
right.
helping with global warming and whatnot.
I love that it's called rubber trees. It sounds like something out of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
Let's go to the rubber trees and get our balloons for the rubber trees. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Probably by email at fullofbeansparty@gmail.com.
Okay. And you mentioned you have a website as well where people can go on and peruse everything that you have available.
Yeah, and that would be www.fullofbeansparty.ca.
And you brought along, before we run out of time, you brought along a couple other things to showcase. You got the little elf up here, right? Is this like a mylar? Is that what you call it?
It's a foil,
this style,
yeah.
It's a foil.
Yeah.
And what do you have on the far left over here?
This is just another foil with twisted balloons around it, so just to show another design that you could create.
And when we get through all this, which we will eventually get through this, your party rental business, of course, will be back up and running, and people can contact you through the same contact information, correct?
Yeah, we've been in business for 9 years. It hasn't changed, so so it probably won't anytime soon.
Terrific. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us, Jen. Really appreciate it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas to you and your family. And again, this is our showstopper over here. One of the most impressive we had so far. You've got the Christmas tree and the gifts. Of course, that is all available at SheShopsLocal.ca. Make sure you check the bottom of the screen because we'll have those showstoppers rolling consistently throughout the show. And in the meantime, let's head over to Tyler Keely for some more entertainment.
You were missing out, a shadow of a doubt. Learn to live without all that impedes you. Your head is hanging low, you're stronger than you know. Your fear of letting go will not release you. You could ask anybody, you could ask anyone, but I believe in a good thing that is yet to come. I could remind you of love, I could provide you with what you deprive yourself of all of the time. There you go again, your back is up against the walls that you invent. They taunt and tease you. All that I propose is narrowing your scope. Draw your bow and arrow and aim to please you. Can't save everybody, you couldn't save everyone, but I believe in a good thing that is yet to come. I could remind you of love, I could provide you with what you deprive yourself of all the time. So turn around and you'll see
And we continue here at the Alpha Art Gallery. Absolutely beautiful space. If you have somebody on your list that is an art lover, I really encourage you, come on down and have a look at this space right in the heart of the Bywood Market on Sussex. Well, we continue with Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers. A reminder that those Showstoppers will be scrolling on the bottom of your screen throughout the entire show, so you can check them out. And of course, you can find them at SheShopsLocal.ca. My next guest, I'm so excited to have her. I'm joined by Marie. She is the owner of Gables Vines Winery. Marie, welcome to the show. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the wine business. What drew you to the wine business? How did you get into the wine business, first of all?
Well, there was a property on sale in Oxford Station, and me and my friend, we were just driving by, and he bought a house on the same highway, Oxford Station Highway 44 and Porter Road. So we were passing by, and there was this winery for sale. But of course, the winery was not functioning at that time. People had already let it go.
I see.
But the property was for sale. So anyway, so he said, I'll look after the wines and make wine, and you could do the shop. And I'm like, okay, good plan. So that's how we walked into it in 2013.
So did either of you have any experience in the industry?
Well, he did. He makes wine, and he was making home wine, and he was researching a lot of stuff. But I have my MBA with Ottawa U, so I always wanted to own a business.
You're the brains behind the business.
Something like that, yeah. And then at the beginning, I was not a big wine drinker, but now I like drinking this wine.
Well, I think once you find out the process too, right? And you've got somebody that knows what they're doing, it just makes it so much more interesting. And I imagine, of course, we're in different times nowadays, but bringing people into the winery must be a big thing for you. And
yes, it is actually, with the COVID regulations and what we are going through right now. I think it really makes it very difficult for people to come and do the tastings.
Right.
But we actually do the tastings bubble at a time, so each family can book their reservations and come in, and we follow all the protocols, and we make sure that everything's disinfected before the next group comes in.
Right.
So we've been having a lot of traffic, which is not too bad, and we have online booking, so people can book, and they can come and have wine and cheese tasting overlooking the vineyard. You could sit down, and you can have a private, loft lounge area where you can just have your private tasting, and you can go up and sip a glass of wine and do your own thing, and then you leave, and the next group comes in.
That sounds fabulous.
We're having a little fun. Yeah.
Tell me about the name, Green Gables. Why Green Gables?
I guess the previous owners had it called Green Gables because there's a house on the property that's like Green Gables.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So that's the reason it was called. So we couldn't actually use the same name, so we had to add the wines to it. So that's why it's called Green Gables Vines Winery, because the old owner had it still registered under that name. And
now, maybe this is a question more for the winemaker, but
yes,
perhaps you can answer
it.
Okay,
Yes,
yes. They use the French word terroir, right, when it comes to the land, and you get specific notes and characteristics to wines. With the land that you have, what sort of characteristics would you get?
That's a very good question. So for the first time when he made the wine, and he asked the LCBO to do some testing and the labs to do some testing on the wine, our wine actually came back as there was no inorganic chemicals in our wine, which actually is a good thing, because the soil, the water, plus we don't use any pesticide, herbicide that much. We weed whack a lot, and he cuts the grass quite low.
Okay.
So I think the grapes are very sweet there. The soil is very, very good. And so we get very good grapes. Like we have the Frontenac Blanc, Frontenac Gris, and then we have the Frontenac, which is the Rouge, which is the red grapes. And we also have Louis Soisson, and then we have the Perry Sounds, I think. I forget the name. Anyway, a couple of varieties that are very, very sweet.
Okay.
And he's able to make very good wine, and people love it. People love it. Yes.
Well, your showstopper is actually the raspberry and the strawberry infused wine. You brought them along with you here today.
Yeah, so basically we actually sold out of the raspberry. This went very, very
that's
fast.
A good sign.
Yeah, so basically we make the white wine, and then we put the raspberries in for a couple of weeks, and we just filter it and bottle it. So, but it tastes really, really good.
Yeah, and it's got this beautiful color to
yeah,
it
it's
as well,
beautiful, beautiful color.
Yeah.
And the strawberry is also very, very popular. I find raspberries a little bit sweeter than the strawberry.
Okay.
And it all depends on the raspberries we get and the strawberries we get.
Course.
But a lot of people come for these wines here, so we're kind of trying to make some peach.
nice.
And we
That'd
did
be
have
neat.
and we had a berry symphony, which had blueberry, blackberry, and raspberry in it.
Wow.
And that was sold out last summer, and we didn't make it again. But we're planning to make some more this April.
Oh, terrific. You brought some other varieties along with you here.
That's
Why don't you
right.
walk us through quickly?
Okay.
No, just stay back here. Sorry. I know
Can you cut
it's
that?
exciting
Can
when
you
want.
cut that?
Yeah, I can grab this here.
All right. So the first one you have is called I Am Home. This is actually a dry white.
Okay.
And it's very, very nice. It's the majority of the grapes are Frontenac Blanc, and it's very nice. It's not terribly dry, but from 0 to 10, it's at about 8.
Oh, okay.
So people like that.
Nice.
It's 8.5% alcohol.
All right, I'll just grab this one here.
Yeah, the second one is this
Honey,
is called
I'm Home.
Honey, I'm Home,
I
and
love
that's
it.
the house that's on the vineyard that you asked me about.
Oh, that's the Green Gables.
That's right.
Oh, very nice.
So Honey, I'm
Beautiful.
Home is a bit sweeter. It's off dry, and it's very liked by a lot of people. 50% of people like that, and 50% of people like the Honey, I'm Home.
That's a good sign.
Yep.
I'm gonna head over here to the reds.
Yep.
Tell me about
This
that
is
one.
the Kissing Bridge,
Oh.
and this is the Frontenac
Oh,
Rouge.
I recognize this bridge.
I know, but I don't think the bridge is there. But it was a copy from the pictures taken from
that's
Google.
fabulous.
Yeah, so the Kissing Bridge is actually an entry-level red, which actually bridges the white and the red. So a lot of people like that. It's a very unique taste to it.
Okay.
And we sell quite a bit of Kissing Bridge.
Nice. And I'll just do one more red.
Yes,
so we
that's
don't
the
run out.
Lumberjack. Again, this one actually has a little blend. We bring some grapes from Niagara, the Merlot grapes, and we blend it with our grapes, and it makes a beautiful blend, and it's very, very nice.
Excellent. Should remind everyone too, Marie, that they can visit your website, greengablesvines.ca, right?
That's
and that's
right.
where you book an appointment.
That's right.
You can reserve a spot, do a tasting, have a nice maybe cheese platter to go with it, right?
Correct.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Really appreciate it. Again, our showstopper here for Marie at Green Gables Vines Winery is the strawberry and the raspberry infused wine. You head over to SheShopsLocal.ca to get that. Let's head over to Tyler Keely for some more entertainment.
I met you at the baseball diamond. It's where I'd seen your face before. I had to recollect back then, but now I'm sure. Go if you think you can make it. A great place to just touch base. I made my way around that diamond, learning as I paced. I thought the sun revolved around the moon, revolved around my life, revolved around the baseball diamond. Seemed like we had been there every year or so. I thought the sun revolved around the moon, revolved around my life, revolved around the baseball diamond. If I knew you would be there, then I'd go. My life, my love, my baseball glove, they're broken in a little, but you, my son, too tough enough. Though you are torn a little, but time and time and time again, I see the ties, I see the winds. I learn to lose and still shake hands. I thought the sun revolved around the moon, revolved around my life, revolved around the baseball diamond. It seemed like we had been there every year or so. I thought the sun revolved around the moon, revolved around my life, revolved around the baseball diamond. If I knew you would be there, then I'd go.
A reminder, we're in this beautiful space at the Alpha Art Gallery located on Sussex Drive, right in the heart of the Byward Market. If you have an art lover on your list over the holidays, we recommend please come on down here and check them out. They have some beautiful art on display. Well, this is Operation Support Local presents Showstoppers. Again, a reminder, those Showstoppers will be at the bottom of your screen, and you can head over to SheShopsLocal.ca. And a big thanks to Catherine Landry for partnering up with us. I am excited to share our next guest. Her name is Tanya Farlinger. She is the owner of exhãlõ Spa. Tanya, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you, Derek. Very happy to be here.
This is exciting because you've had a location in Barrhaven for many, many years.
3.
Correct? 3 years now, and you've opened up a new location in Canada. But before we get to that, I want to start out, talking about the idea behind opening a spa. What was the inspiration for you?
I've been in the industry 20 years,
Okay.
Always working for someone else. So I guess when I get in my 40s, I got the courage to do it myself. So
It's never too late.
it's never too late, and it was the best decision, best thing I ever did.
Yeah, what do you love about your job? What do you love most about it?
Just the people. I mean, we're spreading joy through the power of touch. And I mean, like we've all noticed now, without touch, like it affects you. And I think everyone's realized the unique power it has. And just making people feel great.
Yeah,
You look
exactly.
great, you
That's
feel
what
great.
I mean. No one walks out of a spa miserable, right?
No, not
one.
at exhãlõ.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, let's talk about your services. What do you offer at exhãlõ?
Sure. So we're full service organic day spa. So we have Eminence organic skincare treatments, body treatments, pedicures, manicures, full hair care as well, cuts, color, everything. And then we have a Himalayan salt room, which is a very unique modality.
Which
for
is
us.
called halo therapy, am I right?
Exactly,
So
yes.
what does that do exactly for people that aren't familiar?
Yeah, so it's a specially sealed room that pumps in through a halo generator inhalation salt. So it's a specific type of salt as well that's completely purified and clean.
Okay.
And you essentially just sit on a lounge chair and breathe in the salt.
So what are the benefits?
Well, much like if you gargled with salt water or a neti pot or a saline spray, I mean, we all know there's scientific proof behind salt in the sinus cavities and clearing out. So it just reduces inflammation, breaks down, it's antiviral, first of all, which is fantastic right now.
Yeah.
Right? It breaks down inflammation and mucus buildup. So people have allergies, head colds, asthma, like it's amazing. And especially now, you don't even want to get sick because then you potentially have to go get tested too. So just doing it once a week actually keeps your immune system functioning well. And yeah, it's also, on a side note, really great for maskne because you take off your mask.
Yeah, of course.
And eczema, psoriasis, like anything that the salt will help heal.
Excellent point. Well, and I know something else that you're very proud of at exhãlõ is supporting local. And you brought some examples. I know you did. You brought some examples along. Let's just move sort of left to right along the table here, and you can describe what you brought along with you here today.
Yeah, so on the jewelry side, we work with some vendors, and we've created a natural agate slice necklace, but we place it on something that is hypoallergenic with stainless steel. So it's not like a nickel-plated type of thing. It's a much better quality. Same with the stainless steel stud earrings. 1111 is one of our favorite. They did a holiday wish. These are these little bracelets. They're super cute.
Oh, yeah.
And you make a wish when it ties on, and eventually it falls off and your wish is released.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's so cute. Yeah, we love them. And bangles, and we have a local soap company and peppermint lip sugar scrubs, undercarriage deodorant. These are like a huge seller.
The Bath Bomb Minis.
Well, not just kids, but I mean, it does fill half a stocking, so.
Exactly. And you got I want to talk about these quickly as well.
Yeah.
These little hand sanitizer holders, right?
Yeah, so they just have a little flip top, and it's like a keychain. So, I mean, I've done it on my jeans.
I'm just going to hold this up the camera. This is great.
Yeah, so you can clip it onto your purse. That's where mine is. So every time I'm somewhere, it's like you're not digging through your purse with your dirty hands to find your sanitizer.
Yeah. And it's got like the easy clip too, which is great, right?
Yeah, and you just refill it with your own personal choice of sanitizer.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
All right,
those are super fun.
let's move over to our showstopper, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm excited about this one. Of course, those showstoppers available at SheShopsLocal.ca. What have you got here? This is the Baby It's COVID Outside gift basket, right?
Yeah, so we're obviously just trying to be cheeky with it
like
because,
it.
I mean, at this point, we just have to make the best of it.
Yeah, for sure.
So everything here is local. So we start with one of our hilarious holiday cards. This one's a Zoom Christmas.
So good.
And mask misters are super popular for us. This one's a tea tree, so you can spray it inside your mask to prevent, again, breakouts, and it's antibacterial.
Right.
There's peppermint and citrus ones.
And a nice scent too.
Yeah, it actually,
is
because you
great.
probably noticed you smell your own breath
I
in your own
know.
mask.
We're all realizing.
So that's a great one.
We're all realizing how we affect others, right? With the
Exactly,
smell. So that's a fantastic idea.
Skinny Dip scrubs, locally made body scrub, great
Okay.
for arms and legs.
Nice.
Shower steamers are pretty epic. I don't know if you've heard of these.
I haven't used
So
one
it's
of
kind of
these.
like having your Nordic spa experience in your own shower. You just set it aside out of the direct water, and the steams are released, all the essential oils. So that one's like eucalyptus, and yeah,
I'm gonna try that out. That's great. What do we have here?
That is the Grinch bath bomb, which is super popular.
That's fantastic.
And we've paired it with a little cheeky 2020 wine glass, which is locally made, and Alicia Confections chocolate bar, which is local too.
Great selection there. Again, that's our Baby It's COVID Outside gift set, our showstopper. I'll remind you at the end of the segment about it. And let's move over here. What have you got here?
Yeah, so Zoe's Corner is another local brand that we carry. Their bath salts and their bath bombs. And the candles are from Campy Candles. So they have a holiday trio. 1111 has a candle. We're fully licensed day spa in Barrhaven, so I just brought it because that's what we have, the Peely Island logo.
Really?
So you can actually add that to your showstopper if you wanted for your wine glass.
Yeah, that's perfect. I was just going to show, you mentioned these cards. Are these made locally as well?
Yeah, just
these are so
still in
cheeky.
Ontario. Yeah, between Ottawa and Toronto. I know they're so fun.
We all need a little levity in today's environment, right? So these are perfect.
Yeah, well, and I think more
like
people
this.
are actually mailing cards or dropping off gifts this year too.
Yeah, you know what? That is so true, right? I think, people have that mindset of, we used to have that mindset, I should say, of, the email Christmas card thing. I think more people are turning to this to make it more personal, right?
Yeah. And it's great to not get a bill in the mail, to get a card.
Exactly. Tell us again where your two locations are located.
So, original exhãlõ location is in Barrhaven on RioCan, near the movie theater and the LCBO, so it's very easy to find.
Fantastic.
And then our new location in Canada is on Silver 7 Road, which is just beside the Costco. So again,
excellent.
It's really easy to find.
Terrific. Well, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your second location. Not the easiest time to open one.
Definitely not.
So
but
a lot of respect for you and your team, Tanya. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Again, want to remind everyone, our showstopper right here. It's called the Baby It's COVID Outside gift set. It's available at SheShopsLocal.ca. A big thanks to Alpha Art Gallery, this beautiful space, for having us come down again. This is the third episode of Showstoppers we've done here, and it's just a fantastic spot for the art lover on your gift list. Come on down and check them out. Again, a big thanks to our crew, Kevin and Arthur, and of course, Catherine Landry as well, for helping us partner up with these amazing women-owned businesses here in our community. SheShopsLocal.ca is the place to go. Thanks very much, and happy holidays, everybody.